worlds are in danger.
And my sanity. Merry Christmas, everyone! For this special day, I decided we're gonna check out a special figure, my favorite Optimus Prime incarnation of all time.
Wait a minute. Didn't you want to review this figure in October?
So after Armada and Energon, we got Transformers Cybertron, which is the third and last series in the trilogy and my all-time favorite out of these three. The overall premise of the show in a nutshell, a grand black hole is threatening Cybertron, the galaxy, and later the whole universe itself, so our Autobot heroes must find the four
Cyberplanet keys before the Decepticons can use them for evil.
These special artifacts are fragments of the life-giving Allspark, which is the essence of none other than Primus, the Transformers god himself.
Amen.
In the show and in the toy line, the characters can summon and insert these keys to gain an extra power boost so they can activate and use different weapons which are unique to each figure. I love this play feature, you're always getting something new for each character. Yes, I know it's the exact same thing as the minicons in Armada, I can understand why everyone prefers that instead of this, but I still think it's a wonderful feature.
This is brilliant, but I like this.
It's still not a perfect show, it has its flaws like the irritating goons, they wanted to make them funny, but they are just insufferable. Other than that, we still have the clunky animations, zero facial expressions, and the cheesy dialogue as well. But, what Cybertron is doing right is the enjoyable atmosphere. I read a lot of comments from other people about the impact of this series on their lives, how this little show made them better, or in some cases, literally helped them through depression. Because the overall message of the series is really similar to Gurren Lagann, my favorite anime of all time. No matter what happens, how much evil tries to consume us, or how many obstacles will be in our way, we will go forward together as one. Or as Optimus himself said in the series, our power comes from being
a team and working with others for the good of the universe, not just for ourselves.
Damn, I love this show.
Blast, how can he be so freaking epic all the time?
We rewatched the whole series recently with my fiancé, this time the Japanese version, and I love this series even more. It was just so over-the-top anime bullshit and we enjoyed every second of it. If you want a glimpse of the atmosphere, I linked a scene from the middle of the series with a little bit of a spoiler, but I think this is one of the best examples why a lot of people are loving this show to this day. You don't have to watch Armada or Energon, it's a standalone story, I can highly recommend it. If you consider yourself as a Transformers fan, then definitely check it out. But of course, with this third installment, we got a new Optimus Prime as well, the third-party transform and Rollout commander of stars, or better known as
Galaxy Convoy.
So let's take a look at him with my partner Ravage.
Christmas, meatbags.
Unfortunately, I never owned the original Takara or Hasbro versions, but it was a blast with a lot of different modes, a lot of features, fun transformations. This was the best toy from the Cybertron line, so the question is this version as good as the original? Let's start with the positives. The vehicle form looks fucking amazing! It's a heavy armored fire truck. I especially like it because they find the perfect balance between a new unique wild design and the familiar shapes of Optimus. The vehicle is nice, appealing, and it's extremely long and big.
That's what she said.
In this mode you have to be a little bit careful with the figure because he can collapse by his own weight, so just use both of your hands to hold him or just keep him on the ground, that way he's kinda sturdy, rolling very well, and we can pose the turrets as well. But that's not all, because if we open the wings on the sides, then we get the second vehicle form, this extremely cartoonish flying fire truck, which is silly, but I love it, it's just even bigger than before thanks to the wide wingspan. You can still pose the turrets, and the whole thing is just so epic. Of course we can remove the backside and we can open it to an artillery cannon, and yes, as a trailer it's really not much, it's just kinda there, and the truck itself is a little bit incomplete by itself. But I think we admired the vehicle mode enough, now let's check out his robot mode. And here we have Optimus Prime in his robot mode, which is fantastic. The previously mentioned wild design make him so unique. Still love the sharp edges with the blocky proportions and the mixture of classic colors as well. The whole guy is just so buffed. He's definitely hitting the Cybertronian gym every day.
Yeah, he always used all of the machines at the same time.
I also love these packed strong bodybuilders like chest area. Ladies, please! Speaking of the chest, we can open these panels so we can reach the matrix of leadership, which is not the best version, but at least we got one. And if I remember correctly, the original version of this figure was the very first Optimus with a removable matrix. We can also remove the gun from the trailer and we can insert it to his holy fucking Primus, what the hell?
Language, you piece of shit.
Yeah, now we have to talk about the elephant in the room. The fingers. I don't know why, but they decided we need individual fingers, which then they made out of candies. Doesn't matter how gentle you are, it will break easily, even if you are just looking at it.
Or you're just an unlucky, pathetic little loser.
First I thought the same thing, but it turned out it's a common problem with this figure. It's so common, sometimes they actually include a second pair of hands because they knew it will break down. But if you knew it will break down, then maybe fix the problem instead of releasing the figure in this condition. If you can do individual fingers properly, then maybe leave out the individual finger gimmick. Yeah, you can still insert the weapon into his hand, but we're going back to this, trust me. The figure has a decent posability, and other than the fucking fingers, the rest of the joints are fine. Not the best because they can be a little bit tight at some places, but they are still manageable. But of course we still have one more mode to check on, so Optimus, say the word.
Galaxy Convoy Super Mode!
And here we have Optimus Prime in his super mode, and I have to say I'm in love with this design. He's bigger than before, the legs are even sturdier, the head gets the muff plate, and those wings, guys, those wonderful wings. I don't care if the Armada Optimus has the best super mode objectively, for me this is the super mode, my absolute favorite. No wonder, because other than it's so unique, he's the strongest Optimus of all time. We can still pause and open the turrets to get his charged Cyber Planet key gimmick, which is not implemented in this figure, but we still get the accessory, and oh boy, Hasbro is gonna sue your sorry ass for this logo. Theoretically, we have a magnet here to switch on a light up feature on both turrets, but of course it's not working anymore, why should they? But other than this little problem, the figure still looks amazing. This super mode with all of his gimmicks is still a fun little toy. For some size comparison, here he is next to Cybertron Underminer, Armada Optimus Prime, Energon Optimus Prime, they are looking fantastic together, and of course the inimitable MPP-10Z Weijang masterpiece Optimus Prime. And here comes my biggest fear. Because after all of this, what can we tell about Transform and Rollout Cybertron Optimus Prime in the end?
Well, after all of this, I will give 3 Autobot symbols out of 5.
God damn it!
Sorry, not sorry.
No, you're right. Beside all of its pros, the fantastic vehicle form, the robot mode, the epic super mode, and fun gimmicks, unfortunately this figure has some huge problems, mainly those cursed fingers. I can't let it go. It's so simple from their side to fix this problem easily. And of course I cannot fix it because it has a unique connection at the wrist, so I cannot use my many other Optimus hands to fix this, so thank you guys, I guess. Other than this, the transformation of this version is my favorite out of all of the Optimuses, but here sometimes can be a little bit of a struggle because of the tight connections, and also the plastic itself feels a little bit cheap, like a Tonka toy. It's definitely not a fans hobby quality. The only thing, other than my biased heart, there is only one thing which saves this figure, is the freaking overall wonderful look of this guy. As a display piece, it's fantastic, especially as a Cybertron fan. I didn't even check the instructions because I know this whole guy back and forth from the show. So yeah, you can imagine how important this Optimus is for me, the absolute winner for me. That's why I'm extremely grateful to my fiancé for this figure and sad at the same time because all of its flaws. That's why this video is a mixture of emotions from my side. Can I recommend it? Not really, unless you are a hardcore fan like me and you will just display him in this super mode as it should be displayed, then yes, in that case I can recommend it. Still keep the problems in mind, or if you are patient then just wait until Fans Hobby make their own version. Please, Fans Hobby, please. And we finally made it. We reviewed all of the Unicron Trilogy Primes. It was such a journey. I love these figures, they are my precious childhood heroes, and I'm so happy I can exist in the same room with these absolute legendary heroes. And to you, dear viewer, have a wonderful Christmas, a happy new year. Leave your comments down below, which one is your favorite out of these guys or your favorite figure from this year on my channel. We're gonna see each other next year. Until then, happy holidays for everyone.
Hey, wait a minute. You promised something for me in the last short video.
Can you sing it properly?
Of course not.
You can go to an anime bunny meat cafe if you do it. I'll pay everything. Don't worry, Ravage, I'll keep what I promised.
Merry Christmas to me.
Merry Christmas to you.
Fuck yeah!
Wage their battle to destroy the evil forces